They said, Randy, you forgot one.
Yeah. I wish we could have got the real one. We may get it one day soon. It needs to happen soon. What? Oh my god! Oh my god! What the?
Wait,
Holy!
wait, wait,
Oh my god!
wait.
What?
I won't believe it till we see him. I won't believe it till we see him. Hold on, bro.
What? Holy! Oh my god! They did it! They did it! Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh,
Dawg, they really did it when you thought that was it.
so, y'all saw the intro clip. Y'all saw my reaction. I couldn't contain it. It's been a minute since I've marked out like that. It's been a minute since I've reacted like that. And boy, oh boy, it made me feel like a kid again. I have to switch up the format that I normally do on my thoughts and opinions video because we know, I know, you know what the topic of discussion is going to be about. I know what y'all want to talk about. Y'all want to talk about CM Punk's return. Y'all want to talk about that epic moment. And I want to make sure I give y'all exactly what you want. I'm really going to condense down all the notes that I took for this show. And I'm just going to breeze by it, real quickly. Normally, I usually try to break it down. But I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on what happened very quickly because I know what y'all here for. Women's War Games match, enjoyable. The main thing that happened there, Bayley eating the pin after saving damn near every member of Damage Control from a pinning situation. She ate the pin from Becky Lynch through a table at that. And they lost the match. The story there, they've been teasing it. At some point, they're going to blame her for that, for the loss at War Games. And eventually, they're going to kick her out. Probably attack her as well. So I like the storyline there. It was a solid opening match. Enjoyable. Got the show going. Went too many botches. Like a lot of the women's matches, multi-person matches. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. And the story there, Bayley being the reason why they lost, but at the same time trying to help everybody as much as she possibly could. So we'll see how that plays out. Enjoyable match. I gave that, I believe, a 7 out of 10. We're going to go to the Gunther versus Miz. This was a good match. Gunther really made the Miz look like someone that could actually beat him. And of course, the Miz being who he is, doing anything he can to potentially win. He ends up hitting Gunther with a low blow. Gunther even hits his head on an exposed turnbuckle and was still able to overcome the Miz, proving why they've been booking Gunther as this top dominant champion. And he made the Miz tap out. Solid match. Great false finish, especially after the low blow to Gunther from the Miz. Great false finish. Almost thought he could maybe possibly pull off the upset. Right person won. Get out of 8 out of 10. Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar. This was a very fun match as well. Santos showing his heel-like nature, getting some good heel heat, and Dragon Lee getting more over with the fans. Having a Dragon Lee chant was nice. His moveset was nice. Solid match. I gave this one like a 7 out of 10. Right person won in Dragon Lee. Rhea versus Zoey. Everybody was behind Rhea Ripley as expected, but Zoey had a nice showing. Zoey showed up, and it wasn't like a squash match. Zoey was actually making it very competitive. There's this one botch where Rhea was about to choke slam. Well, Rhea did choke slam Zoey off the top rope, top turnbuckle, but I think Zoey was supposed to roll through, but she kind of didn't, and it actually looked even more brutal with what happened. And then Zoey got right back up, and they started going back and forth. But ultimately, Rhea got the win, as we expected. To me, this was probably the lowest ranked match. Wasn't that bad. I gave it like a 6.5, 7. Got straight to the point. We knew Rhea was going to win. Men's War Games match. This match right here was fantastic. Fun as hell. The whole story of Drew only being there to destroy Jey Uso. As soon as Jey comes out, Drew is staring a hole into Jey. He wants to get his hands on him. He's shaking the cage to get his hands on him. Damian Priest not really trusting Drew McIntyre. The match itself was fun. The other side of the story they were telling is, will Randy Orton be there in enough time? He wasn't there at the start of the match, and they were down a man. We get to everyone being involved in the match or whatnot, and the timer goes to 0. You think it's going to be Randy Orton. It was Rhea Ripley's music. Rhea Ripley comes out there with the briefcase. She's about to help Damian Priest cash in after they just threw Seth Rollins through a table. It makes sense. And then all of a sudden, you hear Randy Orton's music hit. Crowd goes crazy. He gets into the match, starts hitting people with vintage Randy Orton moves. Dude looked like he's definitely been working out. You know, dude is looking jacked. Look like he's definitely been working out on his time off, trying to heal and recover. First RKO back was to Dominic Mysterio. Chef's kiss. And then at this point, it was fair game. It was beautiful. I was hoping Rhea would get involved, but it didn't happen. But probably the highlight spot of the match is JD McDonough being thrown off the top of the War Games cage to receive a RKO. JD McDonough was sent to the gulags. That was a holy shit moment. That spot was crazy. And then I like the little teasing of Jey and Randy having an issue, because Randy's about to go for his RKO before he hits it on Dominic, and he looks at Jey. He turns to Jey and in that RKO position, and he said, I ain't forget what you did. We gonna handle this later. And I like that. Jey ends up saving him with a super kick, and then he hits the RKO on Dominic, as I said earlier. Great moment. And Randy Orton serves up Damian Priest and hits him with the crossroads for the 1-2-3 pin. And he's supposed to be the leader of Judgment Day, and he took the pin, and they lost the match. Was not expecting it. I thought the heels was going to win, but nevertheless, this was fun. This was great. And then, you know, they showed the logo at the bottom of the screen. I was hoping maybe something would happen with Randy Orton and Rhea. Nothing happens. And then you hear CM Punk's music. You hear it. And the crowd goes insane. And I'm like, wait a minute. No. Is this really happening? I had to wait for him to walk out. And when you see CM Punk walk out, the crowd erupted even more. Oh my God. Bro, I couldn't believe what I saw. Like, legitimately, I couldn't believe what I saw, bro. This was insanity. He hit the infamous is clobbering time. This was so good. Comes out at the end of the show. Baby faces, everybody's looking at him. Crowd is going wild. They pulled the trigger. On Twitter, there's a picture of him and Triple H embracing each other. Who would have thought him and Triple H embracing each other? Even at the press conference, he said, when they asked him about CM Punk and how long had this been planned, he said, this recently happened. This was no plan. This really recently happened. And he said something that I found very important. He said, if you haven't changed in 10 years, there's a problem. Triple H is not the same person no more. And he knows CM Punk is not the same person. And I like that he said, I know it's cliche, but it's good to have him back at home where he belongs. This is insanity. The moves that they just pulled. Randy Orton's return. And then the back door with CM Punk. And then apparently there's some camera footage after the show went off air that Seth Rollins had to be held back from trying to run up the ramp to attack CM Punk. I do think this is a work shoot because Seth Rollins has made it very clear he does not like CM Punk. And I do think this could be a potential storyline, which I hope and pray they do. CM Punk and Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship is going to happen. That's a money-making feud. That's a WrestleMania match, potentially. But, bro, I can't believe what I saw. I honestly can't believe what we just witnessed. And by the way, that men's War Games match was a 10 out of 10. Fantastic match, by the way. All these matches were pretty solid. Pretty good show. And you add the CM Punk return, 11 out of 10. People speculated. They had been teasing him for a while, but no one really knew. And when he came out there and his music hit, the landscape of WWE has changed because now we have more options on what's going to happen for WrestleMania. More opportunities, more possibilities. I know I normally do the long formats for these vids, but I had to get this out to you guys because I'm in the moment. Everyone's talking about this. I wanted to drop this tonight because this right here is easily one of the best ways to end off a WWE calendar year. They knocked it out the park with Survivor Series. Even before CM Punk came out there, this was a good show. CM Punk comes out there. Fantastic. They did their thing with Survivor Series this year. Triple H did his thing. They put their personal issues aside and they're in the business to make money. And they're about to make a lot of money, y'all. I want y'all to understand this. The Royal Rumble, we don't know who's going to win. There's so many options. You got CM Punk. You got LA Knight. You got Gunther. You can go with a Jey Uso. Still Cody Rhodes in the mix. So many options. Damian Priest with the Money in the Bank briefcase. What's going to happen there? We have fresh matchups. CM Punk could at some point maybe send shots at Roman Reigns. We don't know. It's so many options. I know y'all make the joke. I have the script. I don't have the script no more for the main event scene because you don't know. We have no idea. Legitimately now, there was a kind of an idea where it was going. We don't know. CM Punk being added to the mix changes so many things, so many opportunities. I'm here for it. The best kind of WWE is the WWE you can't predict. And we got it. It's fantastic. What a time to be alive for a WWE fan. This is great. And imagine if at some point Cena comes back and they have Cena and CM Punk have a talk, a segment. That could be interesting. Oh my God, bro. CM Punk and his interaction with Paul Heyman. After all this time of him endorsing Roman, think of that alone. I forgot about CM Punk and Paul Heyman there back and forth. I need to end the video. I need to get this out to you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining in on live stream. This was fantastic. Y'all let me know down below what y'all rate this show on a scale of 1 to 10. I gave this a 10. This was fucking great. Before the CM Punk stuff, it was a 10. After, it's past a 10. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of the show. Where do y'all think CM Punk feuds? Like, who do you think is going to be the first feud with him? Where do y'all think this can go? And are y'all just as excited as I am, not knowing the potential possibilities that we have now? Y'all let me know. Y'all do get in the comments down below. Start fantasy booking this stuff. Let's get it going. Let's create this conversation. We're going to get a late night upload for you guys, man. I appreciate all the love support you guys showing on the channel. Road to 150K. And I'm still the undisputed YouTube wrestling champion of the world. Appreciate y'all keeping me. See y'all next one. Peace.